So when someone asks you a question, what is life? They're asking you basically, how do you know if something is alive? How can we tell the difference? And folks, this is the real basic, most underlying question of life science or biology, is how do you know if something is alive? So our vocabulary that we want to go ahead and get out there is and use the scientific vocabulary as we're talking about life. The first one is organism. This is a scientific term that means a living thing. There are two kinds of organisms. You can have an organism that's unicellular, which means it's made of only one cell, or you can have an organism that's multicellular, made of many cells. And we've talked about this over and over and over, the different types of cells and things like that. This is just a quick review. So what do living things do? Like, how would you know if something is alive? What are their features or their characteristics that would prove to you, hey, that thing's alive? Well, the first one is going to be that it has to get and use energy. Get and use energy. This is where the organism is going out, getting its food, eating it, and then it changes that food into energy, and then it uses energy to carry on its life processes. And then we've brought up before the metabolism, the process in which the organism breaks down and uses its food and fuel. So if we have getting and using energy, the next thing is living things respond to their environment. Respond. Responding to your environment means that there is a stimulus. Something happens around the organism. And when it does, the response is a change in their behavior due to that stimulus. So the example that we always like to use is you put your hand on a burner and it happens to be turned on the stove. The stimulus is extreme heat, and you just put your hand on that. Your response is that you pull your hand away really fast. You may yell, you may cry, or whatever. Another great example is a cat. The cat is sleeping in a room, and all of a sudden you make a huge loud noise. The cat will jump up or meow or something. So living things have to respond to their environments, and it's super important because if they didn't, a lot of times it would be their death. So animals are in the forest, they hear sounds, they immediately become suspicious, and they run. This could be evading a predator or anything that could threaten their life. Living things have to grow and develop also. Clearly, you did not come out the size that you are. You had to grow and develop over time. And as you did, as you grew, you got bigger, your body made more cells to make your body bigger. And then you developed, you became less clumsy. You were able to learn how to walk. You learned how to eat on your own and all those things. And that was also for your survival, because at some point you're not going to have your parent feeding you and taking care of you. The next thing is that living things reproduce, and we're going to go over this in the next video.